Hey Vision Therapy patients, welcome to our next exercise called 4 Chart Saccades. So again, we're working on saccadic eye movements, which are quick eye movements from one target to the next. We're working on accuracy and speed. So I've got 4 letter charts here. We call this a 5x5 chart because there's 5 letters up and down and 5 letters left to right. We're gonna have 4 different sets of charts, right? Now to start this exercise, you do want to spread them out. If you can take them on a wall or put them on a whiteboard like I'm doing here, that would be a great setup. So to start with, we could put the charts about 1 foot apart. That's gonna be a pretty good level. When you get really good at this activity though, you could always spread the charts further out. That's gonna make your eyes do a bigger eye jump. So that's pretty tough right there once we get up to there. But if you're just learning this exercise, you can start the charts a little bit closer together. When doing this exercise, we're going to practice jumping from one letter to the next on each chart. We're going to start with the first letter of every chart. That's going to be the top left corner here. So you're going to say Y, you're going to jump to the O, then down to the G, and then to the letter T. We're going to go to the next letter now. It's going to be the R, the Q, the M, and the P. Now your charts may be different. You may not have the letters in the exact same order, right? The order of the charts, or which, if this chart was over here and this chart's here, that doesn't really matter. What matters is the position of the letter that you're looking for, right? And again, making an accurate eye jump. So again, if we go here, we're going to go to the second letter. It's going to be R, P, M, Q. Now we're going to go to the third letter of every chart. N, Q, O, F. Fourth letter of every chart. A, M, W, D. And now the fifth letter of every chart. P, A, R, L. Now that you finish the first row, you'll go to the second row. We're going to do the first letter of the second row of every chart. So that's L goes to I, goes to I, goes to T. Okay? All right, so for the setup, you want the charts on the wall. Again, you want to be standing about 8 to 10 feet apart from the charts, and we'll go ahead and make sure that the charts are around eye level. Y, T, G, O, R, P, M, Q, N, Q, O, F, A, M, W, D, P, A, R, L. Now when you're doing this exercise, you want to make sure that you're not doing a lot of head movement. Remember, this is an eye exercise, it's not a neck exercise. So you don't want the head to be bouncing like this from chart to chart. You want to see if they can keep their head still and just their eyes are moving from chart to chart. So this would be an example. Their head should be still. You should just see their eyes moving. This is how it should not look. Y, T, G, O, R, P, M, Q. You don't want to have a lot of head bouncing like that. All right, why don't you go ahead and give it a try. Now that you get the hang of this exercise, we can load it to make it harder. So one way to load it is we can always add in a metronome. Again, I always recommend starting around 60 beats per minute, but you can go faster or slower depending on what the need is. Second way you can load this activity is, again, you can spread the charts further apart. Further apart means it's a larger eye movement. If you've mastered this direction from going, again, from left to right on the rows, you can also switch it up. We can go down the columns. So if you're going from chart to chart, we should always start on the top left chart and then go to the top right chart, bottom left chart, bottom right chart. But if you've already done the rows, we can go down the columns. So that would be Y to T, G to O, but then you do the next letter down. L to I to T. Next letter. B to W, K to U, E to V, P to J, J to Y, F to G. All right, so those are just a couple ways that you can spice up the 4 chart saccades. If you're able to make it through all those levels, you can do it with a metronome, you can spread the charts far apart, then I think you've mastered this exercise. Thanks for joining us and see you again next time.